We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Everyone, 258. Right here. Check. Yeah, live. Look again. Inside.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And taken right on the 30. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And Cook has it, left side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Connor, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down.
319. Watch the run, watch the run.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. This is taken around the 12. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Now Cook running right, and an alley to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Packers, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Green Bay passing game certainly in sync. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
With 18.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Mike 37. Right now. You got 58. Switch.
On play action, Rodgers. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Riddick. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship. 30. Watch the ship. Slam. Switch. Recon, 132 fighter.
And that is incomplete.
Now we've got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal.
Check. Back one. 50. Twist. Hey, Charlie. Mine's 50.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Stop your whining. Watch twitch. Watch the three.
Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Third and 8.
Mike, 54 Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch him up. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Switch it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Brandon Graham able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
2nd down and goal.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. To throw is Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike, 57. Hey, let's get this, 49, check. Get up.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's bring it.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You don't want none. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Hatchet, hatchet.
After the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. He's coming. Double up.
Rodgers now throwing again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here. Watch out.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Check 30. Hey, Zoo.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to rifle one, and this is caught inside the 5. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Target. 26. 57 to Mike. 57.
Hey, seam 6.
57. Mike, 57. 57's the Mike. Watch this.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Now a give, right side. Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Mike's 42. Okay. I'm coming. Jack.
They run again on first down. Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
All day, every day, any day. Let it go. Mike's 42.
On 3rd down, Jackson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, it's Connor. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 40-yard line.
Yo, Joker.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. But it's brought in by Washington. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Packers. James Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big play there out of Cook. 48 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They run. Cook. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line.
First down, Titans.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Switch gears.
On the toss, there goes West. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Charkandrick West, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run here with Connor. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. To throw is Rodgers. Operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll be out right at the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, West. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Jackson will keep it, and he'll go down at the 28. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a 1st down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a 1st down and start a new set.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a give, right side. It's Cook. Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Charkandrick West, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Gets fielded in the end zone. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. Left side, Doyle with it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Number 50. Check hot route. Hot. Wide. Get smooth. 57.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
57's the Mike. Bravo. You get tired of seeing me. 57. Mike, 56.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Five. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Look again.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Back normal. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Rodgers to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run on first down. It's West. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 48-yard line.
So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you can get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for Tennessee, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.